Hearthstone is burning right now, and we are all invited to the marshmallow roast.
That was awesome!
Hi there, my name is Jay, and welcome to the heart-pounding, jaw-dropping roller coaster ride known as This Week in Hearthstone. Let's get right in today's drama-filled episode, and remember kids, Hearthstone is just a game. This week has been filled with all sorts of huffing and puffing, and broken game this and terrible mode that, so let's break it down. On Monday, the Fall of Ulduar mini-set patch notes were released, and so were the full list of anomalies. And oh boy, there were some people not pleased with these. Many stated that the anomalies were going to be in the game for way too long, and that they would cause chaos and make certain decks absolutely unplayable, and cause a very big stir on Reddit. Other social media platforms started bashing on the game devs. Reddit threads were locked, Hearthstone devs took a small social media break from all of the drama, and then the anomalies came out on Tuesday. And guess what? Anomalies did not break the game. Everything is not terrible. The sky did not fall, pigs did not start flying, and the US government is as solid as a rock right now. Okay, some of these are true. Anomalies are fun in my opinion. There are instances that make the matches a little bit more difficult, but nothing I have seen that truly breaks the game. Whether or not I feel this way, after a month or so of them being in the game, time will tell, but let's give it a shot. It's been like 3 days. The devs specifically mentioned that they have the ability to tune these anomalies if anything is worse than it needs to be, and everyone, please be nice to each other. Please be nice to the devs. They do not get paid to talk to us on social media, and it would be an absolute shame if negativity makes it to where they stop interacting with us online. Constructive criticism is everybody's friend, and don't be a duty head. Breaking news, there was a Friday afternoon hotfix where Hearthstone anomalies were adjusted a tiny little bit. The Unimaginable Horrors, which is the one that creates a new hero power, and Twist Reality, which shuffle cards played back into the deck, anomalies have been removed from the pools. They may be reworked and returned to the pool in a future update, and there are many more adjustments and fixes to both modes in the patch notes, so check them out below. Now, if we want to talk about potentially broken things, the newest iteration of the Twist format has been interesting to say the least. Some are saying that the current Twist format is an absolute mess right now. If you like playing Rogue, Warlock, Hunter, or Warrior, you will have some fun in this mode. But no other classes has even an inkling of a shot after the silver ranks with how powerful those 4 classes I mentioned are. Vicious Syndicate put out their first Twist Data Reaper report this week, and the results are scathing. Here's a direct quote from the report regarding the broken mess that is Twist at this time. Make no mistake, this is one of the most imbalanced formats we've ever seen in the history of the Data Reaper report. The current iteration of Twist is completely whack. The power gap between the top 4 classes and the bottom 5 is enormous. There is simply no good reason to play anything beyond 5 decks. The situation is so bad that during our work, we simply gave up on the bottom 5 classes. We couldn't find a single remotely competitive deck in their data. There was nothing to refine, so there's no deck list that we could feature that isn't hilariously terrible. You can get away with them at low MMRs, but if you're interested in climbing, playing them puts you at a gargantuan disadvantage. The only reason other classes do see play at lower MMRs is that players don't know the terrible truth. As a result, this report does not have sections for these classes. They might as well not even exist. What makes the situation even worse for this mode is that this is a buy-in mode. Caverns of Time and many of the other expansions that potentially were not owned by newer players were in the sets included in this mode. So based on the deck lists you've seen, you will absolutely need Caverns of Time cards to be competitive in this mode. If the mode is to succeed, some major balance changes are needed, and I feel those tweaks may be too late for some players who tried it and had a terrible experience. The XL format of this mode is coming in a few days, adjusting how much health your character can have based on the number of cards in your deck, up to 40, but I do not think adding several cards and up to 10 health will help these underrepresented classes. If anything, it's most likely going to increase the strength of these higher classes. Please go read the Data Reaper report, and thanks Vicious Syndicate for the information. Let me know your thoughts on the mode, link to the report in the show notes. Of course, please don't believe every single terrible take you read on the internet and social media these days. Make your own judgments. Even my takes are not the greatest. I am not an expert at Hearthstone, I just like to talk about it. I have terrible takes sometimes. I thought the 1993 Death of Superman comic book was going to make me a millionaire one day, so I bought 50 copies when they came out. Here's the most recent eBay listing of that comic book that I found. After 30 years, I'm just raking in that comic book money, right? In more expensive news, the UK's Competition and Markets Authority announced that all of their questions regarding Microsoft moving forward with the purchase of Activision Blizzard were met, and now it opens the door to the deal being cleared, which means we'll be able to play Hearthstone on our Xboxes soon. Just kidding, but read the information in the article showcasing the news, link below. And that's it for this week in Hearthstone. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more epic updates, and share your fiery thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, hope to see you in the tavern.